And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Extreme Online Hockey League. It's the final week here. This is it. This is the last week of games here for the XOHL before the playoffs. And joining me here tonight in the booth, Jay Rez. Rez, what's going on, brother? How are you?
What's going on, Hollywood? I'm doing good. We had a good show earlier, and I'm excited to get into some really exciting games coming up.
Yeah, good point. And you know what? Let me pull that up right here. The Blue Line Review. If you missed it, a couple of hours ago, or actually minutes ago, the Blue Line
Yep.
Review. Check it out. They do a great job over there, really analyzing things here in the XOHL. A lot of stats things, a lot of upcoming stuff. Special guest Kurdog on there tonight. So make sure you guys do check that out. Let's take a look here on the standings, see what's going on.
Do
So
it.
we have a new number one in the XOHL. That's the Hamilton Hammerhawks, all by themselves. There, 50 points, number one. And
Confused. I think maybe I was looking at the
or
wrong.
did
Yeah, I
I?
was
You
looking at
know
the
what?
wrong
Maybe I don't
standings,
have
and I
it
thought they were
updated.
behind.
You know what?
No, I
Because
think you're right.
no,
I
I'm
think
missing
that
a
might be right.
game. I'm missing a
Are you?
penis and lag game. Yeah. They're showing at 29. I might have caught this late.
See, on
Um,
my stats for me, it's showing 30 games apiece. It says Hamilton 25 and
yeah, I.
5 and Penis
You know
25 and
what?
5.
I think I grabbed it like yesterday or something.
That might be accurate because I
No,
think
no.
Penis lost the game last week and we did not.
Yeah, so lag one. So no. I think the one I'm missing is the one at penis one. They should be at 50. Yeah. All
They
right.
are 50.
Yeah. So let me take that down. I apologize. That's me slacking, on there.
No, there was some confusion because earlier in the other show, Lakar put some standings up, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this doesn't sound right. And somebody said, go to my stats, and I did.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if I actually looked at it properly because it says that
No.
Hamilton and Penis both have 50 points.
Yeah,
That
they
might
do.
be
It
the
should have
actual
50.
case.
It should have 50.
Oh,
I'm
all
the one.
right.
I'm the one that screwed it up, man. So let's take a look here at the schedule. What's going on today? What games do we have here tonight? Uh, Hamilton Hammerhawks going up against St. John Sam Squanches. And I heard Lacara's bringing out the big boys here tonight. I heard we're finally going to see Noto out here tonight,
Yep.
man.
Yep. Noto's coming out to play.
Will
I don't know
that,
if it's tonight. I think it might be, but I know he's playing. He's finally going to be playing some forward.
he shook up some of the rosters around on here. It's the final week. It's do or die for some of these teams. Trying to make that final spot. St. John is one of those teams looking to get in. Right now, it's Lag that are above them. And the other series, we got Penis against No Life Gamers. No Life Gamers looking to try to snap that losing streak. You don't want to head into the playoffs looking like the way they are right now. Los
Probably
saw
not.
last week. They got Tough Road Dodo against Penis. And then lastly, we got Lag against Bananas. And for Bananas, they have to win this. They have to win this series here. They got to win straight out, I think, here, remainder of the season. So we'll see what happens. They had some tough battles last week. Expect a good close series there as well. See, I'm getting okay, I believe Kurdog's gonna bring that stream. Okay, we got to change in the
Dog is going to be
streams.
streaming himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let me change that one. I'm actually trying to grab the streams, see what's going on. What else do I have here? I got some weekly
Billy
stuff.
said he might be able to stream, so I'm asking him if he can.
Some weekly.
KK Villy is his Twitch. KKVILLY. So he'll be streaming for the Legends of Lag.
All right, so let me plug them in, because the ones I have here, I don't have the usual suspects that have been bringing me the streams. I don't see them on, but it's still early. We started this early, so
Yeah, I believe some games haven't started.
okay. Looks like Kurdog is on, so that one is definitely and okay. He's already on. Uh, so we got who do we got here? Okay, so I got Kurt.
Flex's stream is up as well.
Okay, let me refresh that one. And we got gamers against penis. So we do have that one. That's the Kurdog stream on the bottom left. You say KK Villy? Oh, KK Villy.
Yeah, KK Villy.
Okay. So let me.
What is Kurdog's Twitch name? Do you have that?
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's like BCURR68.
Okay. BCURR68. Got it. Thank you.
I think so. Let me.
Yep, it is. I got it.
Okay.
I'm good.
All three. Oh, looks like all three.
We got all three.
Yeah.
We got all three.
Look at that. Look at that. We never.
Right in the nick of time.
We never miss any action, any period on here, any second.
I won't allow it.
XOHL.
I will not allow it. I'll hawk them all until they get us a stream so we can watch all the games.
And you know what? I think I put too much on here. I got 4. Let me take Randy Man out. I think that's the problem. Okay. We got puck already dropped between the Hammerhawks, St. John. That one's underway. Tonight, J. Rez not in the lineup. He's with me here in the booth, cheering his guys on, I'm pretty sure. But we got a very determined, very, optimistic guy, Lacara, and the boys on the ice here tonight.
He's confident. He's extremely confident in his team. They have their backs against the wall here. You know, they lost that. Oh, wow. They start out with a big goal against the Hamilton Hammerhawks to take a 1-0 lead.
And St. John was putting on a lot of shots right there, man. It was like back-to-back. Yeah. There was a couple of saves. I don't know who's in net there for you guys tonight, if it's new guy.
New guy's
in there.
Yeah.
He did come up with some saves. There was some rebounds, and it's Demon with the goal. Bergie with the assist on that. And how about that? I guess Lacara's not messing around, man. He wasn't joking.
They have a tough task this week. They have the Hawks, they have Penis, they have No Life Gamers. That's their 6 games this week. They have to win, and they're out of the playoff spot right now. So they're going to be desperate, and they're going to try to do everything they can. And look at that, 2-zip, Sam Squanch over Hamilton. It's crazy.
Yeah, Bergie comes right down the ice, right off that ensuing face-off, and now it's 2-0, 2-0 St. John. You know, this is a team that looks like playoff bound, man, like a playoff team here tonight against the
urgency. That urgency seems like it's actually there, and they're desperate to win every single game they play.
Got some shout outs in the chat there. Pull Out Kings. He wants to give a shout out to Salty Kitten. We got Cabaret in the chat, man. Usual suspect over there. Can someone walk my fish? He's asking.
Walks fish.
I don't know what that means. I don't know how you could walk a fish, but I got one of these beta fishes at my house where I gotta have them in 2 separate bowls, so I got them like facing each other, like a split tank thing. Otherwise they'll be fighting. But that's it. Those things live for a long time. So these other fishes I have die. So.
The Hawks get back on the board there, making a 2-1 game, and that was Rubber Ducky with the goal there.
And that was a recent move, wasn't it?
Before the deadline ended, Rubber Ducky was traded to Hawks for Ferris Lund to No Life Gamers, and Ducky's a solid player. He's a quality guy, and he's definitely going to help this team out.
Well, I'm not surprised there at Kurdog making moves because he had a. Not a good week, man. Not a good week at all. When you throw a egg, when you throw a donut, out there. So
it was made before that last week started.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI.
Okay. And I'm surprised because Ducky has been playing for him majority of the season, and he's been playing pretty good there. But I guess Kurdog saw otherwise, and we'll see if that pays off for the gamers, or if it ends up, because here's the thing, man. I mean, you make these moves, but then you got to understand the playoffs coming up soon, You don't want to be the guy that plays against that former player on that team, because he's going to be coming gunning for him,
Oh, yeah.
So, but we'll see.
It's inevitable. Like, whenever you get traded like that, and it's surprising, too, because, I thought that was a good line. I thought they play well together. They're having a good season. Not the best season, but they're playing really well. And I know Ferris is a buddy of Dog's. He's also a solid player. But you bring in a new player who doesn't have chemistry with the team, and they didn't have a good week last week, and Ploop wasn't available from what Dog was saying. So they went 0-6, and this week supposedly Ferris Lund's going to be gone on vacation, so he's not going to be around to play. So this line that I would assume is going to be Flames, Ploop, and Ferris, they have not played together yet. So this is going to be a big question mark, going into the playoffs. Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good, and especially that availability has been hurting Dog. Releasing a guy there, and then now with this guy's on vacation. But hopefully he gets them for the playoffs. Hopefully they're all there.
That's where it counts. Exactly. They look like they're going to secure their playoff spot. Most likely, I'll give it a 95% chance. And like you said, in the playoffs, they're going to have everybody ready to play. So big 5-on-3 here for the Hawks,
game,
by the way.
St. John started off great. 2 early goals, but now, Hawks have bounced back. And now, on top of that, St. John has taken back-to-back penalties. 5-on-3. Not good.
Is running out on the first penalty, so it's going to a 5-on-4 now, but they got a minute and change to capitalize on that. But yeah, like you said, big, strong start right out the gate. 2 goals, real quick, aggressive, and just something changed a little bit, or a little more aggression and defensive, mindset from the Hawks, who managed to get a goal to cut it down to 1. And big 5-on-3, but huge penalty kill by Sam Squanch. Looks like they're going to kill off this other last penalty and go back to even strength. So that was pretty big right there.
Absolutely. So after those penalties, but they're able to kill it off, both of them. So good job on the PK. And sometimes, you get the aggressive, you get too aggressive on there. Maybe cause those 2 penalties there for St. John. Late in the period, we're under 5 minutes remaining as we have a icing call. Looked like the other series there, Penis Gamers had to reboot. And there was some internet issues earlier today. I was doing a stream previously. There were some EA issues, some connects. Hopefully, it's been cleared up, but we'll see. We'll see if that occurs on here. It's the final week. We're on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night here in the XOHL, and for a lot of teams, it's almost like a elimination round here, man, because they gotta win.
Yeah, playoff atmosphere.
Yeah. Huge. We still have a number 1 spot that's up for grabs because we have a tie in points, and then we have that number 4 spot in there. Only Dog and the guys remain in that 3rd spot on an island all by themselves.
It'd be the week that it could possibly change. You get to factor in if No Life has another bad week and the Legends of Lag keep winning.
Yeah,
they could actually jump in and take that 3rd spot.
That would be interesting if that were to occur. And looking at the gamers lineup on there, so yes, looks like he does have Ploop on here today. He's got Whispers, Flamesman, Dangles, and Salty Kitten, and with Dog in net.
See what does Team Penis have? We got Dax, Tavares, what is that? Rapier, Landamov, Trimmy, and I didn't catch the goalie, but I'm assuming it's Ponch.
Yeah, it is Ponch.
All right. This is going to be an interesting game here. It's not the traditional lineup for Team Penis. You got Rapier playing, who usually doesn't get any games with the team, so a little X factor there. So this is going to be pretty interesting because this is not a must-win game for No Life gamers, but they don't want to start off the week being 0-2.
Well, look, you had that terrible week last week, but if you get a win here tonight against Penis, that's going to build that builds your momentum right back.
Yeah.
And St. John's lead is no longer because that man right there, Grambo, has tied his game up. He's got both of the goals there for the Hawks. Vuka had the assist on that last goal. They scored with final seconds in that period. And it's a 2-2 game heading into the intermission.
That's getting exciting.
Yeah.
This is do or die for Sam Squanch. They need every point they could get with a very tough schedule.
Lag and Bananas also underway, and that one is scoreless, 0-0 with under 5 minutes remaining in the first. Defensive battle going on over there at the moment, but we know both teams able to turn it up and get a couple goals rather quickly. But right now it's all defensive. And we finally got the penis game underway. It looks like this one's good as far as connection-wise. Kurdog bringing us the stream there. I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate. At least we got the stream. At least we get the score. We get scores updates. That's all it's about. You know what I mean? So we're not always gonna get the best or get the best angles, but he's got the overhead on there, so that's fine.
I'm surprised this lag Bananas game is 0-0 here going to the end of the first. This is going to be an interesting game. Oh wow! Just as I say it, lag get on the board 1-0. This could be a spoiler game here, for the Bananas because their chance of making the playoff is not looking good at all. But they could definitely ruin some other team's chance of making the playoffs, and that could be the lag if they manage to win these next 2 games.
And that was Casey with the goal on that last goal right there. And Kessel with the assist and Master Shotgun with the secondary. And that those 3 guys have been tremendous here for lag. Definitely some good chemistry going on. And as we speak also, St. John got a good start here in period number 2. They retake the lead once again, 3-2.
I believe it was Demon, if I'm not mistaken, that scored that goal for them.
Wow, if it is, that's his second. He's got 2 of them. But we got
retaliation.
We got more St. John penalties come up. Although they won't need it because Hawks score on the late penalty.
Flex with the goal. Vuka and Rubber Ducky with the assists.
And Gambo has 3 points. That's Ducky. He's got 3.
Oh, start, yeah.
How about that?
Hey, man, sometimes it's what you need, a little fresh change of scenery, go to a new team with a team that's doing well, and, it brings out the best in some people. And Ducky's taking advantage of that right now.
You know what, Reds? We got a lot of guys here in the chat. I think it's a good time right now to do some kind of prediction, do a poll here.
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you want to do? We could do either over or under in the lag banana score. We could do a winner here in the St. John Hawks, or who scores first in the gamer's penis. What do you want to do?
I was going to say just because of how much Penis just scored, so we're not going to go with that. But let's do that with the Hawks and Sam Squanch game. They're scoring so many goals one after the other. Wow. Let's see who scores next.
Was that a major penalty? Wow, that's a huge power play.
Yeah, it was
or
actually.
A double minor, or either a 5-minute major. Because,
you know what? Then that bet doesn't actually. It's a little unfair in that sense because they have that long power play. Let's go over under then. Let's go over under. What game do you want to do? Lag banana?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could do under. That's fine. We'll start that off first. How much on the over under?
It's only been a goal scored so far. We're already in the second period. I'm gonna go with let's go 3.
3.5.
3.5. 3.5.
3.5 goals. Over under. I remember it's
maybe this starts the floodgates in that game.
And remember, that's either team could score on there. Combined goals from both teams, 3.5. Right now, it's only a 1-0 game, 1-0. 1-0 shutout for the lag team. So over under is 3.5 goals. I put it up for 2 minutes. The poll is up. Just pick a side and then wager how many points you want to put on there. The more points you wager, the more points you could either win or lose. I also want to give a shout out to Mostly Six in the chat there. Great job monitoring the chat over here. He also, I know he did it on the Blue Line review. So I appreciate it because I got a lot of stuff going on here, and for him helping out on there and doing so. Shout out to him. Shout out to the mods in the chat here helping me out tonight.
And we have a score in the Hawks and San Jose game, no longer a tie. Q-Flex gets on the board with a power play goal, giving the Hawks a 4-3 lead.
Was that still on the power play? Yeah, because
that is, yeah, and they still are.
They still have it. Remember, because it's a major penalty, so that remains on there. Flex has 2 goals.
And the power play is over, so now we are officially even strength after quite a long power play.
But it did hurt St. John because the Hawks have now taken the lead in this game. And I think that's their first lead of the game, yeah? Because St. John has led it twice.
Oh, and we have a big goal by who's the pretender? Is that that's
USSR Pepino, man.
Yeah. That's Trapani there. Yeah. Big goal. He hasn't played in a while. Big goal for him right there. We haven't seen him
in a while, but he comes out here.
Game.
That's a huge goal for the Bananas. I don't know if Sadman is Cabriolet. He always changes the player names on there. I know Ian the Berean was the secondary assist on that goal. 1-1 game. And then on the over-under, get this though, we have 100 points on the under. Only 5 points on the over so far on that wager. They only need 2 more goals. 2 more goals happen, it'll hit the over.
That was me. I went the over. I put 100 on it.
Okay. I think that's a good wager because you got about.
They're not really scoring much.
Yeah, but you got half a period still left here, and then you got the whole third period. We'll see. But it is definitely a low-scoring game.
Uflex with a rare penalty in the box. He just came out, so even strength again in the Hawks-Sam Squanch game, and Sam Squanch are not able to capitalize on that power play.
Penis and the Gamers end period number 1. Only 1 goal there. 1-0 Penis. Low-scoring games here going on, and a lot of close games. Dax was the guy that scored for Penis to get them on the board, the only goal in that game. But we got a lot of tight games here. 1-goal games or tied-up games so far.
It's exactly what I'm expecting because there's some of these teams that are playing that they all really need to win these games, and you can't let it get out of hand. You got to keep it as close as possible.
You know what's crazy though? I'll say this, man. 6 teams competing here in the XOHL in this season here. You could call it the beta season, the rebirth of the XOHL. A lot of leagues, man, towards that last week, that final week, you'll see blowouts. You'll see forfeits, You'll see, teams that are, just give up on here. Not here, man. Every team
everybody wants it.
Giving their 100%. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome to see, still battling here in the final week, the final nights of the XOHL. So, shout out to the community. Shout out to the guys running the league, man, making this happen on here. And, being able to battle through, throughout the entire season, not just, half a season or, or 80%. No, the full 100 here. And we're getting some good hockey, good coverage. And look at that shots on that there, 18-9 in favor of the Hawks. But it's only a 1-goal game, 4-3.
Looks like we're going to have a restart with the Penis and No Life game. I don't know what's going on. They're having some errors, but somebody got knocked out. So it's 1-0 after the first, and then we're going to have to restart that one. So that'll be back shortly.
All right, so there's a disconnect there. They'll have to reboot. 1-0. Penis Dax with the goal there. Only goal. So they'll grab the stats. We'll get that restart. Period 2 almost done here between Lag and Bananas. And still only a 1-1 game.
It's tight, man.
It's going to come close to that third period. A lot of wagers are on that under, which is 3.5. You might lose by that hook, that half point.
Might happen. It might happen.
There's going to be a winner. So it's definitely going to have 3 goals. But will there be another one? We'll see.
This Bananas team has such a slim chance to making the playoffs, but if the cards fall in their favor, they could possibly do it. It's tough to make it happen. If they wind up going, let's say 5-1, 6-0, and one of these teams, No Life or not No Life, I'm sorry, Sam Squanch or Legends of Lag, just have a bad week and lose all their games, we could see that happen. So it all starts with winning that first game, and that's why this game between Lag and Bananas 1-1 going into the third. This is huge for both teams because if Bananas lose this first game, that's it. I think their playoff hopes are completely done. So you got to win. You got to win. That's what it comes down to.
Absolutely. Bananas actually out shooting Lag here at the end of 2, 9-4. So they got more than double the amount of shots than Lag does. But in this game right here, I think what you got to hope for on that wager, you want to hope maybe Lag takes the lead here. Because what could end up happening, Bananas could put an empty net, to try to tie the game up. And you may get an empty net goal or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
I wouldn't mind seeing it go to overtime, though, 1-1. That'd be a perfect situation. Make it for some more entertaining hockey as well.
Yeah, if it goes to overtime, it's going to be on the under, so I'll definitely clear it. And
that's what I'm banking on.
We'll maybe be able to get another wager in if we have enough time for an OT winner. Yeah, that would be great. We'll get 2 wagers in for that. Or we may have time for that Gamers and Peanuts because that one has a restart, so we'll definitely have time for that. So it's actually good that we picked that game because that one should be coming to an end soon. But the game right now, the one that I'm interested about is this Hawks and St. John's. Been a battle there, 4-3. It's been multiple lead changes in that game, back and forth.
Oh, huge penalty. Wow. Sam Squanch is forward. What an amazing deke to get around the defenseman going for, clear net. It got tripped up, so big power play here for Sam Squanch.
It's one of those penalties that you need to take at that point.
Yeah, you had to. That was a perfect penalty to take in that situation.
Otherwise, yeah, it would have been a one-on-one with the goaltender.
Exactly. You don't want anybody getting a clear path to your goalie like that.
And a game here where St. John came off the gates here, start this game off 2-0. Hawks have battled back, came back. Big power play goal as well for the Hawks. And they lead it here. But can St. John respond with their power play?
They need to. 0 for 1.
Such
an important game for them.
On their first power play try. We'll see what happens here on this one. And we'll give a shout out to everybody there tuning in tonight on this Thursday night action. Oh, wow.
What a huge save. Oh, my God.
That puck was right there, right on that line. And New Guy luckily found it and is able to make the cover and save for a face-off. 8 seconds only remains on the man advantage.
If that pass got through clearly, that's a goal right there.
Yeah, that puck was there. Just needed to be just even poked in there. But,
yeah.
So Hawks
got Bananas on a power play.
Hawks able to kill off that power play. 8:25 remains in the third. Can they hold on to that 1-goal lead? Yeah, still tied there between the Bananas and Lag. Under looking okay. Here.
Oh wow, we got some good defensive action in that Bananas Lag game and some really good opportunities, but great defense.
Yeah, Bananas have been playing really good defensively. Like I said,
there it is. We have a tie game. Sam Squanch put one on the board, 4-4 here.
Wow, and was that on the power play still?
No, I think the power play ended.
Killed off. Right. So huge goal. That might have been Demon, man. If it is, that'll be a hat trick for him. He would have 3 of the 4 goals scored there by St. John. And what about him? We don't really mention him much. He's not really mentioned much, on the shows and stuff. But that guy plays good hockey, man. That guy plays great. A lot of the games that I've seen.
Yeah, since he's been moved in that trade from Lag to Sam Squanch, he has definitely changed his game, and his production has been a complete 180. He's thriving on this team.
He's been quiet. We don't have him much. Even nights that St. John hasn't really been doing good. Yeah, it is him. So unassisted, nonetheless, and that's a hat trick. 3.
Yeah, solid game for
Demon. To tie
Demon.
the game up here with 6 minutes remaining. So, he's always out there putting his 100% on there, regardless what the score, the outcome is on there. But see what happens if St. John could retake the lead once again. So
we're down to the bottom of it. It's 4 minutes left to go, essentially in the third period, tied up 4-4. And the other game too. I mean, another one, 1-1, 550 to go. Like we got some really close, tight games here.
We were talking about that the lag game might go to overtime. We might get 2 overtime games here so far. I mean, right now, 2 of them are tied late in the third. And that Penis and Gamers game, it's only a 1-goal game over there. That one had the restart. Remember, it's 1-0 Penis, second period. Penalty taken there by the Gamers. So Penis will start this period with the power play. Crunch time. Final minutes here in the third for both the Hawks St. John as well as the Lag and Bananas series. And it's
super confused here. Wasn't Kerdog playing goalie? And is he not streaming? Is he in the box now playing a position?
Well, what may have happened, I think they may have lost the guy, man. I think there may have been a disconnect, and I don't know if they were able to get the guy back on, where he had to sub someone in, and that's why they had to take a penalty here to begin period 2.
Yeah, because I was so confused. I'm like, why are we seeing this from the penalty box right now if the goalie was streaming?
Yeah, so it looks like he's going to be stepping in D. I don't know who's in net right now. And it's just, it's been a thing there for the Gamers on the availability. You know, it hasn't been that great, and it's going to cost them here another goal.
Looks like we have a goal in the Lag and Bananas game.
Yeah, and I got a, looks like I have a
screen cut out, right?
Yeah, something did cut off on
Yeah,
that.
for me too. Right after the goal was scored. Very strange.
But there is definitely a goal.
Oh, there we go. Nope. It's out.
Off
Stream is out now.
Yeah, something's going on with Villy's stream. Hey, if anybody streaming in that Lag Bananas or can change the stream, because that one's going nuts right now.
Wow. 2-1. There was less than a minute to go in the game. It was less than 50 seconds, if I'm not mistaken.
We need to see that one. We've got a wager on that board, man.
Oh. We got overtime for the Sam Squanch and
Hamilton
Hammerhawks game.
Billy might not know that his thing is acting up. That's the other thing, man.
Yeah.
Damn. And I think that was Cabriolet that may have gotten that last goal.
We're going to have to find out somehow. We'll see. Maybe somebody in the chat. I don't know. Let's see what we got going on.
I'm going to try to refresh this, see if that helps. Damn, not at that time. It was, it was.
I know, right at the end.
He is offline. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, if anybody in the chat there, Caberlet maybe, or somebody get the stream on there. That one's done. I don't know if Randy Man is playing, but we did lose the stream on that Bananas and Lag. Villy was bringing the stream. If it does come back on, I'll definitely get the stream on there. If the game ended, if somebody could give us the final score, I know it was 2-1 for the Bananas. If it remains that way or the score changes, please let us know. Who's in that for St. John today? Do you know?
For St. John, it should be Gator, I think.
Gator, man, he's got 20 saves out there tonight.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of shots on him.
Definitely. And is that
this team in the game?
Is that one going? That's overtime, right?
Overtime, yeah. We're starting overtime right now.
So that one's overtime. We don't know if the banana. No, it looks like so Bananas game is over. 2-1 is the final. So the under does hit. And you know what? I'm gonna try to get another wager right on that overtime game.
Yeah, who scores first? Obviously.
Who wins? Yeah. All right. So if you bet the under on that game, you win. 2-1 is the final.
My predictions come through again. I threw that 100 on there on
that was
Twitch
right on
channel.
the money, man.
Had a feeling. I just thought there wasn't going to be much scoring going on because you have two teams that really need to play tight.
I'm going to put this one only up for a minute. It's in overtime right there. Just pick a winner. Hammerhawks or St. John. We're in overtime. 4-4 game going on there. So who wins?
Penis and No Life Gamers 2-0 in that game right now in the second period. That's 4 minutes and a half left to go there.
Yes, 4 minutes remaining there. Yes, there was a disconnect. So remember, it's 2-0. It was a costly penalty that the Gamers had to take here to do the restart. And also, still looking for that stream. Like I said, if I'll see if Villy's stream does come back on, or if we could get us possibly somebody else to stream that game for the Bananas or Lag on either side for game 2. We would much appreciate it over here. I'm going to check the Discord real quick to see. Okay, looks like I do. Let me,
who do we got?
Let me see if he's on. Let me,
Oh, we got a fight in the Hawks-Sam Squanch game right now, which is really surprising. I think it was done to maybe take a player off the ice. I don't know. This is, what do we got? Q is fighting Sophisticated, so both of the centers on the team in a fight.
Awesome.
Wow. We're going to have some CPU action on both sides.
And it's St. John winning that fight. That was a huge hit. Center ice.
We got our streamer Q. He's in the box for 5 minutes, so we're not really going to see great angles, but at least we'll see something here.
Remember, guys, you guys could change that camera angle. There is an option. And we do have the banana stream on here. It's going to be brought by Caberlet. So it's Caberlet and then underscore at the end. Kaberle and then underscore. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. We're going to get the... Fortunately, we couldn't get the final seconds of that game. But it was Caberlet that scored. That gave the Bananas that 2-1. And low-scoring game, 2-1. Only took 2 to win. Usually, Bananas are in one of those big high-scoring games, But tonight, very defensive battle. I couldn't get the final tally.
Lag out. Another lag out on the Penis and No Life Gamers game. On Penis side this time. So, yeah, 2-0 in that. It's going to be taking a bit of a break until we get the third period back up and running again. So, yeah, quite a bit of events going on in that game.
You know what? Gamers didn't even put a shot in that period. Held shotless there. They're only down 2, though, despite that. Despite, all that going on. Yeah, it looks like Lions FTW is the guy that's in net there for the Gamers. That was the switch, the replacement, and it was a defenseman that lost. I don't know who was playing lefty prior. Because Ploop and Fleisman's still there. Solely Ken. No, I think it was a winger because I thought Ken was playing D before, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I could be totally wrong on that, but still in overtime here. 7 minutes remaining in OT. Who's going to take it?
A lot of shots on goal right now. Oh, we got our centers back out of the box. Penalties are over. So we got 5-on-5 human action.
And that's the wager on there. As we see at the bottom right, Caberlet changing his guy. He's going with the hair, man. He's going with the Jay Resnick hair, man. Look, he's growing the hair out. Yeah. Awesome.
6 minutes left in this overtime here. 4-4 still. This is tight here.
Gotta love it. But yeah, this is a battle, man. St. John has... So both teams getting a point here regardless.
Wow.
Oh, breakaway chance! Hits the post!
Oh, wow. He missed it wide.
How close was that? He had him beat, man.
He had him, yeah, 100%.
But just wide. Hits the outside part of the post. And the game goes on.
No, it's not a penalty. Somebody just fell. It looked like a trip. Wow, that could have been it right there. He had him free and clear, open net, missed wide. Didn't even hit the post, hit the back of the net, the side of the net.
And for St. John, this is huge. I know they got the point already, but they want to get the 2 points. And on top of that, they know that lag lost, right?
Yep.
So lag
huge.
lost.
They need this extra point.
And you know what's this one's.
Oh, we got to bring out a shot. Goal. Sam Squanch win in overtime.
Wow.
5-4. They get a win when they need it.
What a crazy game. Back and forth. Numerous lead changes. Game that St. John had the early lead. Hawks came back. Hawks took the lead. And then here comes St. John with the goal. And that was Burgee with the goal. He had 2 goals there, a couple assists, I believe, as well.
Huge game from Sam Squanch.
But the big talk there, Demon with 3 of the St. John goals. and he was the one that ended up tying that game, sending it to overtime. And
if I'm not mistaken, this is, I think, Sam Squanch's first victory over the Hamilton Hammerhawks.
Yeah. And not only that, I think you guys were on like a huge winning streak. What was it, like 10 games or something?
9, something, something like that.
So that also snaps that. And it's a much needed win for St. John. And a good way to start the week here. Good way.
Absolutely. Yeah. This makes everything that much closer now. You have, there was a 3-point difference in the standings. Now, with this, we're looking at a 1-point difference.
Yeah, you know
so
what?
So Sam Squanch is right there now.
And I'm gonna pull that up, the standings on there, the right standings. I'm gonna pull that up on here because that's huge. As we wait, because it looks like they're all in the dressing room. So this is updated now. So that puts Hawks will have 151. If Penis ends up winning, they'll be back on the top, on the number one by 1 point, if that score remains the same. Gamers at 28. And Lag had such a good chance here to try to come up to the Gamers. They're only 4 points behind, but they take that loss. So that puts St. John at 23, 1 point behind only.
Yeah, it's right there. Bananas go up to 16.
They'll be at 16.
And they are mathematically still in this. This next game will show us if they're done or not. So they would be 8 points behind the playoff spot, with a potential 10 points left to go in the week. So they would have to win them all, and they would have to hope that either Lag or, it would have to be Lag or Sam Squanch or both lose majority of their games. So they're still potentially in it, but the miracles have to happen right now. They have to win all their games, and we'll see if they get it done in the second game, because that's where you start.
So let me see. So after tonight, Bananas got Penis tomorrow. Gamers against Sam Squanches, and then Lag will play the Hawks on Friday. And then Saturday, it's Gamers against Lag. That should be a good one. St. John against Penis, and Bananas finish off against the Hawks. So yeah, it's definitely doable. Looks like I think one of the games is back on, and that's the one that was the restart. So
going into the third period, 2-0 Penis.
Okay. And I think the guys here streaming, I think the guys who bringing the stream after one went down. It's Cabaret there on the right, Cur Dog bringing the stream there. He's always a great big community guy, man. He was on the show earlier today. If you missed the Blue Line review, make sure you check it out. You guys have a lot of great content out there each week. The only consistent weekly show for online hockey, I'll tell you that, man. Nobody does it. Nobody does it like the.
Well, aside from yours,
XOHL.
Given that you do so many different leagues, you're pretty consistent.
I follow the games, we do the commentary, but Lakara puts a lot of work with all those graphics, all those videos in there. That takes a lot of work. It's not just I come on here and I just talk, so it's time, and I know here. I mean, it's that, but I know how weekly shows do take a lot of time, because especially if you're putting all the stuff that he does, into it on there like that.
Absolutely.
Because you could just come on there and do a podcast, audio podcast, and just with nothing on there. But no, he gives you the visual effects, he gets you the special guests on there. So that does take a lot of work, man. All that editing involved on there. So
I have a good wager if you want to do it. Does No Life Gamers score their first goal in the third period? Do they put a goal on the board?
How about just put wait, so St. John won that last one, right? Yeah. That wager. Yeah. I didn't complete that one through. All right, so the bottom left of your screen, which is
take it off. Don't do it. They just scored. Man, they just scored.
It would have been a good thing.
And the Orangeville Bananas actually just scored to start their game in the first minute or two. 1-0 there for Bananas over Lag in game 2. Okay. Looks like Sea Flames, I believe, had the goal for the No Life Gamers in the in that game.
So shutout is broken. You know what? This Ponchi guy's been getting a shutout each week consistently, man. Each week he gets at least one shutout, but not here in this game because that was broken. We could still do it. We could still do like a pick'em or a over under
sure.
or a goal and a half or whatever.
How about which team scores next between No Life and Penis?
Oh, that's good. That's good. What if there is none?
Well, then we're all screwed.
Then I'll just give everybody their points back.
2-1 right here, so they need to obviously score a goal to get back in this game.
How about we just put? How about we just put? Will there be another goal?
Yeah, that's fine. Same thing, basically.
So either team.
And this isn't necessarily a game for no-life gamers where they're, on the line and they have to win or they're out. So, I don't think it's going to be any added pressure if they, lose this one. Obviously not a way you want to start your week, but, I don't think it would be anything detrimental if they did lose this game. But they're in there. It's 2-1. They have a chance. 6 minutes and change to go in the period, so they could pull this out possibly.
I always forget I can't put penis on there because then it's a complaint.
Do like 3 instead of the E.
Yeah.
We got 1-1 Lag and Bananas. Lag score a goal there to tie it up in the first, and
I finally got it up. 5:34 remains. Will there be another goal? Penis or Gamers, whichever scores on there. Yes or no more goals. Yeah, another tough battle here. Bananas and Lag. Bananas got on the board early, but then Lag responded 1-1.
Rubber Ducky with a big goal to start the game out for the Hawks. 1-0 over the Sam Squanch.
So far tonight, it's been all one-goal games. I mean, St. John won in overtime, 5-4, and then Bananas won against Lag, 2-1. So all tight, close games, close battles here going on. Let's see if the Gamers...
Still a lot on the line.
See if the Gamers can end up getting another goal here, try to tie this game up, send it to overtime.
These games are the best games, too, because when the playoffs are still not set and it all comes down to the last week, that's where, people play their A games.
Absolutely. Thursday night hockey here. Well, right now it's Friday already, 12:15 a.m. on the Eastern time zone. But great. It's the final nights tonight, Friday and Saturday night, and I'm here all week. And you know what? I did clear my schedule for the next 2 weeks for the playoffs, so I will be bringing you guys all playoff games as long as they're streamed here for the next 2 weeks.
That's going to be some fun hockey.
Yeah, should be definitely some great games. Now, how does that work? It's 3 nights, 7 games.
So it's going to be 2 games in the first night, Thursday, 2 games on Friday, and then if necessary, 3 games on Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Now, would Sunday have a different start time or for the 3 games?
The Saturday start times would be 11:30, 12, and then 12:30 for that game 7 if necessary.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Awesome.
Another goal by the Hawks here on the board, and we got Rubber Ducky again, assisted by Basher and Vuka.
Yeah, he's having a tremendous night there for the Hawks.
Yeah.
Final seconds here. And what's unfortunate for the Gamers, because of the restarts, it's a much quicker final minute.
Oh, wow, Bananas get on the board again. 2-1. Bananas with 0.1 seconds to go in the first. Wow.
You can't get any closer than that. And that's Ian the Berean with the goal. Cabriolet had the assist on that, but the defenseman coming out big there with 0.1 seconds to go.
To see it.
Cabriolet had the other goal. Well, they're showing the opening goal here. That's Cabriolet. And between the game 1 and game 2, he did grow some hair coming into this game. And maybe he should keep the hair on there because it's working so far. at the end of
Jeez, we
one.
have another lost
Well, no,
connection
they
in
have to.
the.
No, they have to disconnect on that one because it's over. Remember, they had the.
Oh, did it finish? The
Yeah,
period
yeah,
finished now?
yeah, yeah, and
Oh,
it
okay.
was
Okay.
unfortunate because it went fast. You know how fast the period goes because it
I
doesn't have
thought we
the.
still had some, like, a few seconds left. I didn't realize.
No, no. I mean, it would have necessary if it was the actual third period, but
Got it. Got it.
this
Yeah.
went. Yeah, it went so quick. So that's unfortunate for the gamers because they were just getting things rolling, man. They got on the board and a much better period there. Probably the best period of the three, but no more goals. So I'm going to complete that prediction. That one's off the clock. We'll see if the Bananas able to hold the lead, possibly come up with 4 points here tonight against a very impressive lag team. Last week, they almost had a
Big goal.
perfect week. They had
Yeah.
they went 5-1 last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Another goal in the Hawks game there. There was a delayed penalty, but they still managed to score with the delayed penalty. But there's another power play on top of that. So Hawks back on a 5-on-4 for 2 minutes again.
That must have been double penalties taken, and that's Robert Ducky. And get this, he's got all three for the Hawks. He's got a hat trick in just the first period.
Yeah, what a game for him.
Man,
He's having a night.
you know, Kurt Dog probably back there scratching his head at this point. He could have used that offense here tonight.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a solid player. He plays well, and is a great addition to this team.
He's also a great utility guy. You could put him
Yeah, he
anywhere
plays
on
a lot
the
of
ice.
positions.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he does it well. He does it well. Like there's a lot of guys that can't do that. You know, they'll struggle at a position, but he's an all around guy, man, all around, and that helps because sometimes when you're missing a guy's not there, he'll fill in right there, right at that spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like another goal for the Hawks. Basher with the goal there. I believe it was a power play goal. No, I don't. It wasn't.
4.6 seconds to go. Yeah, it definitely was. His power
Oh,
play
was?
is
Okay.
over. That's Basher with the goal. Q Flex, I believe, had the assist there. With the St. John team, man, they did this the other week too. They beat Penis, who was the number one team at that point. But then, got beat in game 2, and then here tonight, they take down the Hawks in overtime, but then now find themselves down 4-0.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how those games change so drastically when the lineup remains the same. It was a really tight battle, neck and neck, goal for goal, and something changed in the second game. I think Hawks did a great job, obviously, given the score of adjusting for the second game, and it's a completely different story now.
Yeah. There definitely hasn't been any consistency with this St. John team here this season.
No.
Have had tremendous games, have tremendous showings, but then they've had some poor showings, and in the same night, in the same series. Look at that, outshot 9-1 on shots on net.
Well, I mean, I know that in the first game they did get outshot as well, so maybe, the goalie was just having much better game in that first game. They faced a lot of shots. I believe you said something around 20-something in that game. There's only so long you could allow those amount of shots to be put on before they start just falling in. So Hawks, kind of don't stop what they're doing as, they did in the first game and putting a lot of shots on early in the game.
Plus, on top of that, in that the 2 power play goals out of the 4 goals.
Yeah.
So, you take
those
those
that's
off the board.
huge too.
So that puts in Robert Ducky has a point on all goals here for the Hawks. 3 goals, 1 assist after just the first period. Bananas still holding 2-1 lead.
You mentioned the penalties. That's one thing that's standing out. There's so many penalties being committed by Sam Squanch. In the first game, they committed a lot, and they're doing it again. But this time, Hawks are actually capitalizing on it.
Over there, I think that's Zombie Brains. Is Zombie Brains in that? Maybe he's just posting. He's saying first game was EA on there on the one for.
I think he's in that. I'm pretty sure it's new guy, but I could be wrong. It might be Zombie. I thought it was.
Well, they're both solid, man. They're both solid. When I picked the my top goalies on there in that between the pipes segment. It's tough because both the guys there have tremendous weeks, man. And it's hard
Yeah,
to,
yeah, it's
you
tough to
know.
choose every
Then
time.
I gotta really break down like who they played, come down to like number of saves and stuff because um, goals against is like pretty identical there between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because it's going to make it even harder to, choose a winner at the end of the season for that Vezina trophy. And, there's some really good candidates that, you could arguably say deserve it. So it's going to make it a tough decision.
So it is official. It is Zombie Brains. He's saying he's shedding his pants in that there.
Oh,
Uh,
all right. So it is. Wow, I didn't realize.
yeah. And the Bananas look still holding the 2-1 lead. Can they hold them off, man? We've seen a lot against the Bananas, been in these close battles, but unfortunately have come out on the losing end. But here tonight, trying to make it two. And shout out to mostly six in the chat there, man, monitoring everything here tonight, man. I appreciate the work this guy puts in, man, because I got a lot going on here, and he's been doing a phenomenal job. Lacar's gotta give him a bonus, give him a race, man. you know, awesome. So Hawks still 4-0. Gamers, remember, they had to disconnect. There was a couple of disconnects actually in that game. Restart. So game two, that probably be our late game here for the night against Penis. Game one, going to the Wieners. 2-1 was the final.
We're obviously going to have a late startup for this second game between No Life and Penis.
So far, Dilsky is trying to hold this 1 goal lead for the Bananas.
Slow shots too. If
Yeah,
you saw 6 shots to 6 shots, I mean, they're not really getting many opportunities, and understandably so. You have both teams fighting to try to stay alive, and Bananas they're playing the upset card right now. They got game one by a slim 2-1, managed to keep it in regulation, which was huge, and they could pull out another 2-1 win again in regulation, and that would be devastating for Lag.
and you know what? Jim doesn't have like his full guys here. I mean, he doesn't have. There's no Randy Man out there tonight. He doesn't have who used all the TP. So he's definitely missing or little try days. But they're getting the job done. He's getting the job
Yeah,
done here with
yeah.
his guys. They holding a
Playing
two to
great
one lead.
defensive hockey, something they were not doing early in the season. They really changed it around. They play tough,
Absolutely.
competitive hockey now.
Absolutely. Listen, if this season was another week or two longer, no doubt the Bananas would get in, man. They're playing a lot better on here. Just so you know, some unfortunate outcomes in some of them, but they've definitely been in a lot of battles the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. It's still possible for them if they manage to pull this game out from Lag and win this game. They're only 6 points out of a playoff spot.
Right?
There's going to be another 8 points, I believe, to grab. So, like, they could possibly do it.
And right now, the way that things are looking, St. John down 4-0. On here, that could, that's a plus there for the Bananas. So that's less points for St. John. And I want to thank everybody here tuning in for this multi-stream, this Thursday night action here in the XOHL late night hockey. This is what it's all about. This is the only place where you're gonna get this. Nowhere else. Nobody's crazy enough to run a late night league like this, like the XOHL. We do it here, and I must say it's been rather pretty successful here thus far this season.
Yeah, that's why I always loved it back when the XOHL existed before it was restarted. The times were 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. Eastern, so it's always been a late night league, and it also weeds out a lot of the younger people.
Yeah, I definitely lost the Discord. I apologize for that. I'm gonna bring that up. I don't know how that closed out. That's weird. That's weird. The games are still on. The stream's on. Still on. It's not the stream. It's just the. Oh man, I gotta get back in there.
Oh,
Yo, Russ. Yeah, man. Dude, like my whole Discord just like I don't know.
Crashed or something?
Yeah, yeah. It never does
Weird.
that. Like the Discord's usually fine, man, but for some reason it just went boom. And the stream and everything is perfect, so it wasn't like the. It just looked like it was just a Discord thing. That's strange, man.
Yeah.
It's weird, weird, weird. But no, you were mentioning this being a late night league. Definitely fades out. The younger group guys on there. More mature, more guys. That have played this a long time for a long time now. Older crowd. I like it because sometimes you played in the other leagues or you play earlier games. Some weeks are fine, but there's always that night that like damn, if something runs or something comes up and stuff. Where here it's late night, it really doesn't happen, man.
Yeah, not too many people are preoccupied or out and about, at these times, so it's kind of perfect.
No. As Burgee just scores there for St. John to break the shutout. So that puts them within 3, but they got a lot more goals here. Final period, third period. We'll see if they can make this interesting here against the Hawks.
That other game still 2-1, man.
Bananas still holding on to that 2-1 lead. I don't want to jinx them. I always say something and I jinx that team there sometimes, but they won 2-1 in game 1. It could be the same identical score here.
Be keeping their playoff hopes alive, and it's not a huge chance. It's a very slim chance, but every win they get on the week is just making it closer. So the great start so far. That first game 2-1 win, and if they pull it out again, they're just doing what they need to do and win every game they play. That's all they could do right now.
Absolutely. A minute and a half remains. Kandilski and the boys hold it down here for the final minute of play.
It's going to be interesting. Nice full minute of action.
Or will we see a tie game here? Can the lag team force a overtime? 2-1.
Here we go. Oh, big turnover. They got lucky there. Oh, and a breakout.
Breakout here. Got to get back.
What a save.
Dilsky with a monster save.
The other way.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's a goal.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
so it could have went 2-2, but instead, it's a breakaway the other way, and that's Ian the Berean stepping up here for the Bananas, picking up that loose puck. Caberlet with the assist on that goal. And that may do it.
Play.
That may seal it there. Emrate with the secondary on that goal. 33 seconds remaining, but what a huge goal. I mean, Lag had a great opportunity to tie the game up on that breakaway. They caught him. They caught the Bananas, but wasn't.
Huge save, yeah.
Dilsky makes the save, and then
breakaway the other way, defense creates that offense, and wow, what a play, what a course of events in that short amount of time that just happened. And it's it. Bananas are going to go on to win game 2, 3-1.
3-1, man.
Huge games.
Big win, 4 points for the Bananas. And you know what? They did this last week too. They got the first game, but then they ended up not closing out the week as they wanted to, but a good win here against a very tough Lag team who
needed those wins.
And a big part of that win is that man right there, Dilsky, with a huge late third period save. Not only that, it leads to a breakaway the other way after that.
Unbelievable. What a game.
And as we were talking, there was also another goal in that Hammerhawks. And get this, Rubber Ducky puts up his 4th goal. 4 goals in that 5-1.
Impressive.
Lead for the Hawks with only a few minutes remaining in the third. I don't know if Kurdo Extreme is kind of taking a KK Villy type of turn right now.
For me right now, it looks fine. One
Yeah.
zip penis, 5.5.
All right, let me refresh that one then. That
Yeah.
one.
Oh, we got a goal there in the game, as I just said it. For penis, no thumbs. Who's no thumbs?
Well, for penis,
Yeah. No thumbs just scored.
that might be Trimmy.
Okay. So yeah, Trimmy and then
No. Diglo's Trimmy.
Trimmy.
Trimmy got the assist. Yeah, I don't know who no thumbs, man.
Oh, you know what? It might be Rapier. Rapier
Yes,
might be.
you're right.
No
You're right.
thumbs.
You're right. Yeah.
Two zip over there with 4 to go in the first. And yeah, this Hawks and Sam Squanch game's getting out of hand, 6-1 here.
You know what? I'm gonna have to change this down, man.
What the stream for the penis game?
Well, I'm taking the bananas one off because that one's done. And Thumb scores again. That's his second.
Yeah, 3 zip.
Dax with the assist on that goal. Final games left here for tonight.
Score again. It does not stop.
Man.
I think it was Q with that goal there. Yeah, Q from Vuka and Basher. 7-1, minute left in the third. Sam Squanch going to lose game 2. So they'll close out the week with, the first night with a win and a loss, which is not ideal, but good given the fact that Lag have lost both of their games to Banana in regulation. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a 1-point game, 1-point lead that Lag has over Sam Squanch. This is going to get really interesting in these next games tomorrow.
You know what? And Dilsky tonight only gave up 2 goals all night. 1 goal in each game.
Yeah,
you
what
know,
a great game.
one
What a
goal.
great games.
You know, so he's definitely looking to make that top 3 goalies of the week. Definitely on my radar after that tremendous save to give the Bananas a 4 points here tonight with 2 nights remaining. So they got 6 games remaining left. I mean, I'm sorry, 4 games remaining. Possible additional 8 points.
This is going to be interesting. Because, if things work out certain ways, like who knows? Maybe there's a chance that Bananas win all their games and the teams they need to lose. And, you see them jump in. But, they got to take it one game at a time. And, obviously we'll see how the other games go. But, it's really going to come down to, for the most part, between this Sam Squanch and Lag rivalry here. Yeah. One of these teams are looking to get that last spot, and it's only a point difference. And there's only 4 games left, so this is going to be really intense.
And for Lag on there, all they need to do is win. They don't gotta hope for this team to lose. They have the lead. But although with 2 losses here tonight, they could pull a week like no life gamers and go 0-6. If that does happen. They'll definitely be out, man. We'll see either St. John or Bananas grab that number 4 spot. So could it happen? Easily. It could definitely happen.
You have the Sam Squanch. Their schedule was they played the Hawks. Obviously, they split the series tonight. They have No Life Gamers and Penis on their schedule. So it's very possible that Sam Squanch could, let's say, go 0-4 in these next 4 games. Mm-hmm. And Lag could as well. And if Penis manages to win those games, we could see a completely different team in that last spot. It's not the most likely outcome, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, it may come down to that final night. It's going to be a huge Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a Saturday night's main event here, man, at the XOHL. I'll tell you that. We'll see how things go tomorrow. That's the thing. You got to take it a day at a time. Bananas just got to, worry about winning the next games. Try to get the 4-point night again. And if they do, I think they put themselves in a really good spot. A really good spot for Saturday. Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, then you have that factor where No Life Gamers are not going to win these 2 games. Mm-hmm. So they're still at 28. Legends of Lag have not moved, obviously, but there's only a small point differential between these teams as well. Only 4 points.
Yeah.
So these playoff positions and who's in the playoffs could completely change tomorrow and the day after.
Yeah. And look, Gamers are the number 3 ranked team, and for them to go winless, last week and even here possibly tonight, who says that that can't happen to Lag or St. John? It could easily happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what makes it so exciting because tomorrow is going to be even more important games than today were. So it's just another big goal by Penis there, getting a huge lead on the No Life Gamers. Yeah, so tomorrow.
So we gotta go.
Those games are going to be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? Let me get this over onto the big screen. So this is the final game. 8 minutes remaining of this one. Final game of the night.
You got tomorrow. We got Orangeville against Penis, No Life Gamers against Sam Squanch, Legends of Lag against Hamilton Hammerhawks. These are going to be some really exciting, important games all around.
And as Ploop just scores there for the Gamers to break the shutout on there, but running out of time here, man. And this one had a restart too, or what? No, it didn't, right?
No, it did not.
That was Ploop that scored before, and I know Kurdo was missing him last week, so he gets an important goal, and they get another goal, back-to-back goals, making things interesting here. Yeah, 2-goal game now, 4-2. And those happen rather quickly, man. They got those right back. Remember, it was a 4-0 game just like 2 minutes ago. 4-2.
That's a great way to answer back. I mean, game's getting out of hand, 4-0. They just scored that 4th goal and, answered back so quick, 2 goals, and now it's a game again. And, with how quickly they scored those goals, they could easily do it again. So maybe they make it a game this time.
And that was Salty Kitten with that last goal there for the Gamers. Put them within 2. There's still plenty of time. I mean, there's 5.5 minutes here in the second. So, and then they got a whole period. So, not out of it for the Gamers. Even though if the Gamers do end up losing this game, go 0-2 here tonight. Lag went 0-2 as well. So,
They're still in a good position.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Because if it was different, if Lag would have won here tonight, Gamers would have been in trouble over there.
And then you have No Life Gamers are going to be playing, a team that needs to win those games tomorrow in the Sam Squanch. So those are not going to be easy games for them.
Yeah. Shout out to Zombie Brains in the chat there too. I know he had to go. He was saying he was cursed. He definitely wanted the shutouts there tonight. But got the W. And he just wanted to say good job to the broadcasters here tonight. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support, the good feedback you guys been doing. Also, I do read the Discords. Guys in the Discord as well always bring in their inputs on the show. We definitely like it. 11 seconds remains here in the second period. See if they could get a final shot here for Penis with the puck. Looking for a pass across, and they do. 1.2 seconds remaining.
Definitely not the way you want to go into the third period for No Life.
Yeah, what a late period. We've seen a lot of late period goals. Remember the one there for Bananas tonight was 0.1 seconds, And that was a huge goal. And then I think this one will be huge as well. That's Dax, his second goal. He's got 2 of them here in this game. And he extends this to a 5-2 game. 3-goal lead.
Yeah, they got great cushion now going into the third period, and No Life is they got to put shots on. They got to start getting it on there because they're not really going to be able to do much if they can't get that offense going.
How do you pronounce it? That's Rapier, right?
I think
Right?
that's how it's
Okay.
said, man.
So he is.
That's what I've said for a while. He used to be in the XOHL as well, so
I'll go. I'll go with
that's what I
that.
say. Razor, yeah.
So that was no thumbs. That was the guy. He does
Yeah.
have the 2 goals there for penis. So yes, we were right on that. Here we go. Big third period coming up. Final one here of the night, and like I mentioned, I will be back tomorrow night as well as Saturday night all week here for this multi-stream of the final week, the regular season here.
It's great since they're going to be, really important games. Like you said, in certain leagues, by the last week, everything's pretty solidified, and everybody knows where they're going to be playing or if they're going to be playing. And the best part is, it's so close with some of these teams that they don't know yet if they're going to be playing in those playoffs. So every game matters, and you're going to just see really good, intense hockey.
Right. They don't know if they will be playing or who they will be playing.
Yep,
at this
exactly.
point. That is still all being determined.
Let's go Team Penis.
Who do we got here? Is that Geezer?
Yeah.
What's up, Geezer? How you, brother? What's good, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing awesome on this Thursday night. Well, it's Friday here now. Action of the XOHL. Yeah, you guys got a 3-goal lead. On here, looking definitely good here tonight. Heading into the playoffs. Try to close out the regular season definitely on a good note.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a battle for first. It's definitely been a battle with Hammerhawks. So.
Right. It's up for grabs for both teams. Hawks also have won both of their. Oh no, Hawks only won one here tonight. Yes.
So
it's gonna be a 1 point.
Yeah,
It'll be a 1 point difference. Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to it, 1 point could make the difference too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both good teams.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
So
we got 4-goal lead here, so it's basically I would say it's over. Obviously, 6-2. I don't really see No Life getting back into this game. If they manage to score a couple of quick ones like they did in the last game, in the last period, maybe they have a chance here. But when games get to these types of scores, when you're playing against Team Penis, it doesn't really change often.
No. 6-2 right now, and like I said, gamers have been struggling, and not a good sign. Definitely with only, 2 nights away for the season to end, and then to go into the playoffs like this, definitely not looking good. But Geezer, man, I just want to say I appreciate all the streams you've provided here this season as well, making this show possible. For your team as well, giving us the triple multi-stream each night here, and we're definitely going to continue this for the playoffs. Good luck there in the playoffs. You guys had a tremendous run here for the season, and always on that leaderboard, man. How many goals you got now? I lost track.
1,430.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I got over 50, I think.
Man.
But it's just a good season. Everybody has a good season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, totally. You definitely, you know how to put that puck in that net, man. It looks like it's, easy to you. So, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I just want to thank you, Mr. Hollywood, for doing the multi-stream. It's actually, I love watching it. Even when I'm playing, I have it on in the background and I'm listening to it.
Yeah, a lot of guys tell me that, man. Nah, it's cool. Hey, whether you're listening to or you're watching it on there, guys that are not playing the games is a good way to, keep yourself, notified of what's going on around in the league, see the other teams and all that, And that's what we try to do. We try to bring the community into the same place here in the chat and everything. Get the interaction going and stuff. So I appreciate it. No, I appreciate the support from you guys because, like I mentioned this on every show. I do. If it wasn't for the community, I wouldn't be doing the shows. It's we're not we're not a huge league on here. We just got started. 6 teams, but man, I mean the dedication, the thrive that this league has put in for that. It's tremendous. It's tremendous because I've done other leagues where there's you're talking about like 2, sometimes maybe even 300 members, and I don't get the support that I get here in the XOHL. So that tells you a lot, man.
Yeah, when I seen that somebody's gonna be doing a multi-stream and kind of commentating on the games, I was like, we'll see how this will go, I guess. But
Yeah.
I've watched it ever since I've watched it because I was like. I've never seen somebody do that. Well, I've seen one person do it with NHL.
Yeah.
But I've never been a part of it.
Right. Yeah.
Like being in a small community like the XOHL, like just starting back up, for you to come in and do that, I think that's just wonderful.
No, it's cool, man, because and it's a great way to get these players noted, get these players out there. Because a lot of times you don't hear about this guy or see that, and that's what I wanted to bring. We want to bring get all the games out there. It was just a concept that I thought about. I was like, you know what, a lot of guys stream here, and then I saw, I messaged Lacara before I came in. I was like, damn, everybody stream. You guys stream every game, and this was before me even doing the multi-stream. And then once that started going, then everybody started streaming the games even more. I mean, we're getting every game every night on here. So, and yeah, it's great. I think it's great for drafts too, for next seasons and stuff. People, seeing all the talent out there that's in this league, and that you wouldn't have seen had it not been for that. So, but I appreciate it. And listen, we're always thinking too. We always have other ideas and stuff that we're looking to add to this as well. And it's not it, man. I'm not done. Doing my thing here. I have other ideas that we'll be bringing. If not this season, definitely next.
Yeah, for sure. I seen you were mentioning like the player cards and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah. We're gonna.
I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow because I'm most likely playing tomorrow.
Okay.
If you want, I'll stay in the stream and I'll hop in the call. And if you want any specific pictures,
Yeah.
I'll help you do that.
Yeah, because it's good. It's good you bring that up on the point because we are trying to do that, and we're trying to get as much players. We have a lot actually. I've had Robert Ducky, I've had Ponchi, and somebody else I forget. Grab. It's after the game. You go into instant replay, screenshot, and try to grab as much players as possible. Because we're looking to do during the playoffs to release player cards, and they'll have ratings on there as well. Rating cards, possibly based on the season. How well performed here in the season. So this way we could do cards each season. We could do so it wouldn't be like a one and done thing on there. And we have the design and everything. It's all set. All we need is the photos, basically. That's what it comes down to.
I'm playing tomorrow as well, so I will, after the games, or after the last game, I will make sure to stay in and start taking shots of everybody.
Yeah, and if we could get only it only takes us like 1 or 2 guys to do that. I think we could get almost everybody in the league. So we're trying to do that. We'll definitely have. I think we should be able to release like at least a 50 pack on here this season if we can't get everybody. And it's going to be a great way because you're going to see it. And it's I think for drafts it will be awesome too because you have like the guy's player card or anything. Like if the guy gets drafted and stuff, you could see that on there. And it's yes. I mean the ratings there too. Yes, there's going to be some opinionated stuff on there, but that's what it's all about. Prove it next season differently if you feel you get rated lower than somebody else. But there would always be new cards each season if we do it that way.
That's awesome. I think people would love that too.
And it doesn't stop there though because if I have photos, there's a lot of stuff I could do with that. I could implement. When we have like the stats, we show like the leaderboards and stuff. We could put the actual guy's player image in there. On that. there's magazine covers I could do and stuff. So there's a lot on there if the photos are provided. So just like I do the streams on here, there's a lot of stuff I could bring into the show if we have the support and the community behind it, which we have been getting on here. So you're gonna see a lot of good additions on that. Listen, we just got started. We just got started on here. You know, I did come in a little bit, you know, towards the middle of the season. I didn't come from the start. So you know, and this being
You only missed the first.
you know,
week,
this being a short season too and stuff, you know, because of the number of teams. So, no, we definitely have the ideas. I'm glad you brought that out on there. So anybody that wants to help out, make sure in the Discord, you know, let me know or send me a DM. And it's all you got to do is a screenshot. You know, you don't. It doesn't even have to be. You know, some of the guys, if you just get them, they're like a mug shot of their face. That's fine. That's fine too. You know. So
we'll get them for you. I'm confident.
Awesome. Well, Geezer, I appreciate you coming on here, man. We appreciate having special guests. We always look forward to that. And as we welcome anybody, it's easy. It's right there in the Game Audio channel. I always have the booth open to everybody there in the community. And good luck tomorrow night, fellas. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Awesome. Good night, people.